Hey guys, Gameface here, and this is 7 days. Now, as you can probably tell, I'm not sitting at home in my normal recording area. So this time 7 days is going to be quite a bit different than it has been over the last dozen or so episodes. But we're still going to try to do the same thing. I'm not going to be as detailed as I normally am. I'm just going to mention a few changes this week, and then I'm going to switch over to myself back at home, and we're going to talk about some of the hardware I use. So I guess one new thing this week is not really new. It's that I've gotten back to YouTuber's life. And I didn't realize until I played it that I actually missed it. It was actually quite enjoyable to come back to it. You know, maybe not as enjoyable as if I was playing it every day, but enjoyable nonetheless. So that's one thing I did. Life is Strange. The episode of Life is Strange that, well, there was one this morning and there was one last Monday. Yeah, they had awesome endings. If you know, if that's what you find awesome in an ending, like devastating things happening. But you know, it's definitely pushing the story forward, and it's not what I expected out of this at all. I'd only ever watched the first episode before. So that's new. We've got we're still working away at Fallout 4 with the new Nuka-Cola DLC. Enjoying it. Always enjoy Fallout 4. I can't really say anything that's wrong with it. Ran the gauntlet. I'm now in charge of everything. Well, sort of. I just got to get everybody to trust me, and that's the next thing I'm going to be working on. What else is going on? The Song of the Deep is moving forward. We put together the seahorse, and now we gotta go follow the seahorse and see where it wants to go. What else? This time it's all off the top of my head. I don't have anything pre-written because, as you can tell, I'm like standing. There's a lake behind me. I'm standing out in the middle of nowhere, recording my I don't know what you'd call this. So another thing I played this week was a game called, I actually played it before, Think to Die. Played that. I like that game. It's getting a lot more difficult, but we'll see how that goes. So like I said last time, I was going to talk about the hardware. So I'm going to switch over to myself at home right now, and we'll talk about that. And I will see you in a moment. Let's talk my PC first. That's probably the best place to start because that's where this all started. I built this baby. This is my baby here. I built this just over 2 years ago. You can see I've got dual video cards. So basically in here there is a Sabertooth Z87 with an i7 4790K. 32 gigs of detonator. I can't remember how fast RAM. I have a Asus Sonar audio card, dual Titan X's in SLI, and I also have a Elgato HD60 for recording the consoles. So there's the box. There's the consoles. There's the Xbox, my Elite controller. Best controller in the world, I tell you. That thing it makes every other controller feel like a piece of crap. Sorry, every controller. And there's my PlayStation 4. So hooked up. Those are both hooked up to an HDMI switch, which leads to my Elgato HD60. I also sometimes plug my camera. I can plug my camera into the HD60 as well, in order to do live stream from my high-end Canon video camera. So lighting, as you can tell, I have reasonably good lighting. The LEDs, the panel here is used for lighting my green screen, which is over here right now. It normally hangs behind me here. You can see a like where is it? Where's my hand? Right there. See that right there? That's where it hooks up, and it hangs in front of all this stuff most of the time, basically. I don't Yeah, I don't take it down when I'm not doing videos, because this is dedicated to doing videos and editing videos. So that's my system. I've got a Corsair gaming keyboard, and I have triple 24-inch BenQ monitors, and I got dual Samsung 27-inch monitors above. They're generally never on. I used to have a Mac, and they were hooked up to that, but I just don't usually use them. But, why take them down? They look awesome up there. The whole thing just, it's awesome. I love it. So, right now I am using, and actually I've always used the Blue Yeti microphone. It's on a stand, so when I sit down, while I'm sitting here, I can just pull this down from the top, and it sits in place there, and when I'm done, I just push it back up, just like at a radio station. And I love that. That's keeps everything out of the way. So during the years, also, I've gone through iterations of video as well. So first thing I attempted, I never actually published any video with my what is this? C920? It's whatever. It's the 1080p. It's still the best, even now, one of the best HD webcams you can buy. And I can't remember the model number. It's probably, the box is probably still up there. You can probably see boxes up there. So that was my first attempted video of me. At one point I recorded everything through an AverMedia card, including my gameplay on my computer. So that was kind of weird. I had everything through an HDMI switch, and I could actually play the Xbox and everything direct onto my monitor, just by flicking the HDMI switch. But of course, that knocked the monitor out of commission, and overall, AverMedia didn't end up being my favorite. I had problems with it. It doesn't work at all anymore. The audio stopped working, and all I record is video. The button with it stopped working, so I dumped that and went with the Elgato. I didn't record console games for the longest time, but whatever. So the other video, the second thing I used for video was this. This was my first year almost of video was all done on a Canon. It's a T4i or 60D, I think, is what it used to be. But in Canada, they call it T4i. Awesome camera. Love it. And you know what? I could record this on it and probably be a lot better. I have a big microphone, but it's just too heavy. Right now, I'm just using a little Sony RX100. So, currently, for video, I use a Canon HF-G30. And the reason I use that is it's 1080p 60. So I can get 1080p video of myself at 60 frames per second, and everything I upload is 1080p 60. So that's a good start. Don't deviate from what you're going to record. You don't have, there's no reason to go to this level. This is not a cheap video camera. It's a pro amateur video camera, but it's great because it has live HDMI out, and I can actually even plug that into my Elgato. And if I wanted to, I can use that as a source in things like OBS for streaming, or SplitX or XSplit. I can't remember what it's called. So basically, when I start, I fire up my I use software for recording audio, I use software for recording the game, and hardware like the Canon HF-G30 for recording me. So what I end up with in the long run is video from multiple sources, and that all has to be put together and basically made into one coherent video. And that's all done in software as well. So there's another few, I guess I could call them key components to this. If you notice when I do my unboxing videos and things like that, I use a lapel microphone. This is just a Audio-Technica lapel microphone. And that was my telephone. My cell phone. So, I also, because that is not a regular it's not a USB microphone like the Yeti. I have this box. That's a Scarlett Solo Focusrite, which basically does the analog to digital conversion. It plugs in USB, and I just record it again with the same software I use to record the main microphone. So that's basically it. I do have other options because this desk, by the way, is you can see it's a pretty solid desk for this. It ain't small. There's multiple layers to it. It's for a studio, and believe it or not, these studio desks are so much cheaper than something you buy at a place for desks. It's awesome, and it's got a built-in curve, so everything just works perfectly. So basically, that's it. That's all it's about. You need a camera to record yourself, whether that be a webcam or something like that. You need a way to record your game, whether that be Fraps. Fraps is free. Bandicam's not free. And what is it? What's the other one? Action is not free, but I don't like it. It doesn't. It's. I don't know. I shouldn't even speak about the software. But yeah, Bandicam is the main recording I use, but I could use Fraps. Fraps is much more CPU intensive. It seems Bandicam actually uses my video card, which is awesome. Even though I'm using it, I got 2 video cards. One of them's sitting there doing nothing, so it can use that. That's a good thing. As I said earlier, there's a green screen that goes up here. That's what it looks like. That's what everything looks like in place. So basically, that's what I'm dealing with. Is that there? It's awesome. I love it. It's like home. So I hope all of that made sense. The hardware can be, well, it's pretty straightforward. You just got to remember that you're actually recording each thing individually and putting them all together in the end, because as you can tell by the quality of the audio in this recording, which is probably better than it used to be. I have some windscreens on it on the camera right now. It's nowhere near the quality of what I get normally in my recording area. So, next week I don't know if there's going to be anything new. I don't know if I'm going to be finishing anything. Toby might be coming to an end soon, but the Fallout 4 might be coming to an end soon. These are things that are unpredictable, and I'm always looking for new stuff. I'm always checking on Game Jolt and Steam and different sites for new games to see what's out there. But I don't think there's going to be anything big next week. Really, off the top of my head, the next big thing that I feel is big is Battlefield 1 will be coming out, and I think that's in October or November. I don't know, but it's not anytime soon. So I'll have to look and see if there's anything new coming out next week. We'll see. We'll talk about it next week after it's done. So until next time, I'm Gameface. This was 7 Days. If you liked it, click the button, and don't forget to share and subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.